So bags have evolved over time. And to be honest, they've evolved faster than me. I started shooting with the sand sock, just literally a sock filled with something to provide foundation for, shooting off a bipod. And what I found was I could just throw that down, however, and it acted the same way no matter what. But as the bags evolved, they are designed to solve certain problems that the sand sock didn't. And there are particular ways to put those things down to maximize your capability with the use of them. So what I'm going to cover today is going to show you how to utilize the bag and get the best result from it. And by the way, gravity sucks, so having the best position can really save some steps. So I get asked all the time, what bag should I get? What do you recommend? And that starts a whole new conversation. When you're buying a bag, you have to understand what your goals are in shooting. Are you competing? Is it mission driven? Can I have more than one bag? Does the competition allow to have more than one support bag? Bags over time have been developed to help a shooter accomplish sometimes a very specific goal. They're sticky bags that are made to be used on with cattle guards or fence railings or guardrails. And then there's other bags that are better for tops of posts. And I'm gonna go into those bags. That way you have a better understanding of each bag, their design, and how you can utilize them to make you a better shooter. So the first bag that I want to talk about is often overlooked, and that's the ruck. So even if you're limited to one bag, whether it be loadout purposes or strictly in the rules for a competition, you still have two. You have your rear support bag or the support bag that you use on a railing, but you also have the ruck to help build a more stable position. Whether you're seated or kneeling, you can shoot from the bag, placing your rifle on top of the bag. If you just need a little bit of elevation or you feel like this could be more stable or time permitting, you got a hasty position that you have to get into, you can use the ruck this way. Or if you have a railing and you're using your support bag on the rail, you can also use this and pull this back. It's like the perfect height to give you have your rifle on the rail and it gives you some rear support for the rifle and your body, and it helps you elevate the prone position. The first bag that I'll talk about is a bag that attaches to the rifle. The biggest concern with this would be real estate. It's an awesome bag. It's got some weight. It helps recoil. You can throw it down on a barricade and pick your rifle up and move. It's really quick and easy to use. If you're ripping it out of a bag to throw it on before a stage, you've got to remove the bipod maybe, and then turn this and attach it. So it's really time consuming. So knowing that you're going to use this ahead of time helps you apply this better. It's not one that I would carry and throw around for any other use than attaching it to the rifle itself. We dive into the other bags. Dive into one bag to get to the other bags, and we'll pull out one from Armageddon Gear. So it's got I got a lot of miles on this one. So it's got some sticky material and helps grip on different types of barricades. I didn't know how to use this when I first got it. So, I mean, I used it as a rear bag and it was lightweight, squishy, and didn't slide so easily when because I threw my sand sock on a rail, it would move around a good bit. But I liked the stickiness of this bag, and the weight was really good. But I would set the bag on a barricade or a wall, and something with the width to do it. I would set it like this and put my rifle on the bag, and I didn't give myself the most bang for the buck. If you turn it this way, which is ideally the way this is to be used on a rail anyway, you give yourself more surface area to provide stability for your rifle. This may not be the best choice. And for instance, setting on top of a tripod or setting on top of a small post or something, this one isn't ideal. It tends to wobble, your rifle can roll off of it. But again, it depends on the situation. For setting something on top of a post, whether it be a T-post or a fence post or a tank trap, these are designed to sit on and mold to that barricade. And then you have a lot more surface area on top. I use this one quite a bit because you can use the smaller legs, if you will, to use as a rear bag, depending on how much room you have to shoot from or support from. And then you can also stack it up if you need it a little bit more. So this is one of my go-tos. If you have to prioritize what bag you're gonna pick, different things apply. You know, how much room do you have in your rucksack? Are you gonna clip it? Does it become problematic if it gets wet? Is it too big? Is it too heavy? Is it too light? If I'm looking at my situation and try to decide which bag to get, I'll take all those factors into play and then I pick the best one that fits my use case. And today it might be this one, tomorrow it might be this one. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to buy and try, if you will, and see what works best for you. But my best recommendation is to understand that this is a utility. So when you're making the decision of that one bag, which one's the utility player? I realize that I just dumped a lot of information on you about bags. So what I want to do now is take the time to demonstrate the uses for these bags in different positions. And I think that'll probably give you enough information to make an educated decision on what bag to use. So the reason I selected this bag is I could use it for a lot of different things, including the use for a rear bag. But when you come up to the post, you can see that you can set it down like this and have a cradle for your rifle, but there's still a lot of movement in the rifle. So it is a great bag, but maybe not the best bag for this position. You can also set it down this way, and that gives you more real estate to set the rifle on top, so it's not as wobbly there. However, using a bag like this that's designed to go over the top of something, it goes in and it sits right down, rifle drops right on top of it, and it's a good stable position. So for this position, I chose the bag that has a little more weight, it's a lower profile, and it's attached to the rifle. The reason for that is, even though I am in a seated position and it's a beefy barricade that has no movement, me being vertically challenged, I still have to have the rifle high in my shoulder pocket, so the heavier, lower profile bag helps reduce the recoil. And then the rucksack being back here, as you can see, I can just set the rifle on the rucksack. So I'm essentially shooting from the prone position. I've elevated it to be able to do that in the seated position. As you guys can see here, the rail that I'll be shooting from is higher, and it doesn't allow me to be in the seated position. So the next best position would be the kneeling. For this example, I'm able to have my right knee up, and that gives me some support for my right arm. And then the bag gives me something to lean on, therefore raising the ground, trying to raise the prone position. So it gives me something to get rid of the body movement while I'm in position. So what I'll do is I'll put the rifle on the rail, and I picked this bag because it is attached to the rifle, which provides me some security from dropping. Now you can also attach other bags with QD studs or slings to keep them from taking the long fall. But for this purpose, I use that bag. It's got some weight to it, helps me minimize the effects of recoil. As I get into position, I'm leaning on this bag. I'm providing myself some support on the shoulder, or I can use my hand against the rail, leaning against the bag, and getting a good solid position. So what we covered today was the use of bags and how they can assist you in being a better shooter. But what we showed you was, for each bag, was a way, not the way. As I talked about earlier, bags have evolved over time, from sand socks to wedges and different things that you can utilize. And those are going to continue to evolve. And that's something we do at Haley Strategic, is constant product development. And what I want you to do is take the information that I gave you, work on different ways at the range, utilize those different things at the range, whether it be rucksacks or different ways to use each bag that you have, and get feedback for yourself, gather dope for that, because all information that you're getting for your range trips is information for you to store and use throughout your shooting experience.